it's me and the boy out today. You're just getting loads and loads and loads of me today.
Yeah. Whoa! Wait.
Notice you got a haircut?
It looks slow on here. Look.
Mm-hmm.
Which, no, it's actually going
What's really fun, I have to go pick up the daughter's antibiotic. She went back to the doctor. I know I had posted a video earlier where I was stating that she was sick again. Not really sick, but she had some stuff going on. Hey, is this your old football coach? The one that you actually liked? No. Okay. Looks like his truck though.
Looks grumpy.
Yeah, he does look grumpy. But yeah, we went to I took her to the doctor because she was getting to where she could not hear in her one ear, and then this morning it was even worse, and she was having pains yesterday, and we tried homeopathic medication to try to get her ear to quit hurting. It's supposed to be just like for ear pain, and it didn't really work, but found out today why her one ear is so infected that it's actually bulging at the eardrum. Like sometimes I just want to get one of the little orthoscopes, I think that's what they're called, that they look down in the ear with at the doctor's office because of the light and being able to blow it up so I can see everything down in there, because I think all that stuff is so cool. It's really crazy because it's been like kind of hot around here lately, like in the 90s, and today it is
a little wet.
It was a little, we woke up, it had rained overnight and it was a little chilly, but it's starting to warm up and looking like a very, very pretty day.
I've already ate chili.
Huh?
I've already ate chili though.
Not talking about eating chili. Talking about it being chilly.
I know.
I mean, we did go swimming Saturday.
Well, about to go swimming again.
Well, I don't know. With your sister having an ear infection, if going to the swimming pool tomorrow will
She went skating without me going skating.
yeah,
so.
I'm not sitting out in the hot sun.
It's not even moving on that.
It's crazy.
The camera's
You can actually tell how long my hair's gotten here. And what's crazy is I've cut it recently. I want my blonde hair back.
Yeah, because you're blonde.
Like my really, really blonde hair. I want it back. But I have a feeling like once I go really, really blonde, I'll probably dye it some bright mermaid unicorn color because, I mean, that's what I do. I still can't believe he cut his hair. I miss his hair.
I sort of do.
I knew you'd miss it after you cut it. You always do.
I sort of.
You go through this, you'll get a cut, and then you'll want it to grow out, so then we'll let it grow, and it'll get long, and then you'll want to cut it again.
It says sort of.
I'm so glad when they're done with this damn road construction. We move far out to not have to deal with traffic. Seems like they've been working on this forever. I see what's crazy is I just got on the interstate and I'm only going 2 exits down. So I'm sure you guys could tell when I merged on the interstate. So you guys can see how long it takes us to get from our exit to, let's see, what, 2 exits down from our house. You'll see how long it takes us. We just passed one of the exits, which is just like an exit that, because this is the main interstate through Tennessee that takes you over to 81 to go into the Carolinas, or you can go further east. You can go to, it goes through one way through Virginia, I'm sorry, and then you can go through the Carolinas. But I live like 45 minutes from the Tennessee line, I guess you would say. And that exit, oh no, we're just now passing the exit. This exit coming up is basically for travelers that are cutting through, because it's all like truck stops and fast food places. And Waffle House, I love Waffle House. I know some of y'all that don't live around the South don't have Waffle Houses. And I feel sorry for you all because you all are missing out a lot because Waffle House is amazing. But, two, if you don't live in the South, you likely got White Castle. I know there's a White Castle between here and Nashville.
I want to go to White Castle.
You've been to White Castle, but I don't think you were old enough to remember it. I like White Castle better than Crystal's. I really, really do. And what's really crazy is where we live, you would never know that the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, like the Tennessee branch of the FBI, was the exit down from our house. And our main state, security, like Homeland Security, DMV and all that is off this exit too. This is where I had to come after I did my classes for my gun permit because I have a concealed carry permit. Like those laws vary from state to state, but in Tennessee, our castle law was recently extended over the past few years to cover our car too. So as long as you can legally possess a firearm, you can carry a loaded gun in your car, but you can't carry it on you outside of the car. And they've been trying to get it passed to where you can open carry without a permit, but if you want to conceal carry, you still have to have the permit. But as of right now, you have to have a permit to carry a gun on you in the house, off your property and out of your car. So for my birthday one year, that's all I wanted. And I went and took the class with a local teacher, a very small class. I think there was 5 of us there. And out of that whole class, there was me and one other person that knew anything about guns. I was afraid I was going to be bored, but I wasn't. And I had a really good time. I ended up actually becoming pretty good friends with the instructor and his wife. And then, it was still 8 hours. You have to do 4 hours in a classroom, and then you have to do 4 hours at the firing range. And when you don't have a large class, you can really get through a class in you can get through a class a lot faster. But by state law, I don't care if it's a single person, you're still required 8 hours. So after you do that, then you go give the Department of Homeland Security or whatever it is, like $130 something, I think. And then they make an appointment for you to go get fingerprints done somewhere else, and then they send them off, and they have to do, first you go through a county check, then you go through a state check, then you go through a federal check. And as long as all that comes back okay, within 2 weeks to 3 months, I believe it is, they mail you out a concealed carry permit if you pass everything. I got mine in like 2 weeks. And that was my birthday present that year. And I've got 2 years left on it. And I've already decided when it comes time to to renew my concealed carry permit, I'm going to go ahead and do the lifetime option, because when they've lowered the prices, you still have to pay the initial application fee, and then to renew it, instead of being like $500 for a lifetime, it's going to be like $300 for a lifetime, I think. I don't have those prices memorized because I just remember watching it on TV and like telling my husband, I'm like, I'm getting a lifetime when I renew again. I carry, he doesn't, and we get asked all the time, is it weird, people ask me if he minds. He doesn't mind. He doesn't go shooting with me. I mean, he goes with me when I go shooting, but he doesn't shoot. It's not that he's afraid of guns or that he doesn't like them. He would use them if he had to, but it's just not something that he's big on. I do know that there are certain guns that he likes, but I don't think that he would ever actually buy them. So what I'll probably end up doing is buying them myself or talking him into getting me one for anniversary, birthday, Christmas, something like that. And then kind of trick him in that way. I don't know. I got the judge thinking that he might shoot that because it's a fun gun. I've got the Public Defender. It's a 2-inch barrel. I keep it stagger loaded with 45 long Colt, critical defense, hollow points, and bored out 410 slugs. And that's out of a 2-inch barrel. So it's pretty crazy. But I love it. I think there's a video, actually, I know there is. If you go down through my videos and you find a video where we went shooting with my father, that you'll see at the beginning my daughter's shooting an AR-15, and then I'm shooting something and I stopped for a second for one I had to give, have a ring on my right hand, which I can't show you right now, and it's a ceramic ring, like the top of ceramic that's made like out of like car, like motor heads and stuff, but it's a replica of the One Ring from the Lord of the Rings. But every time I was shooting, it was like pinching my skin really bad, so I stopped and gave it to my dad. But I'm shooting the judge and part of that, and I'm also shooting a SIG 229 or a SIG P229. I've got the P229C, which is just a little couple inches shorter. But I got brave and shot that judge one-handed with a shotgun shell and with a 2-inch barrel, and I did it, but I won't do it again. We actually broke my fiber optic sight that day. I don't know if it was me or my dad. I know that it was there when we got there, because I actually had it on in my lace heat or hidden lace or something like that, which is a holster for women that you can carry pretty much anywhere. I had it on me there carrying it, and then I had my 9mm in my purse, and I had my 40 cal in my waistband. And Dad likes to shoot that judge, so I let him shoot it, and then I went to shoot it, and I was like, whoa, my fiber optic sight's gone. But I had already shot through it too, or shot out of it too. And that fiber optic sight is so tiny, and it's just like a little plastic piece that goes on that polymer frame. And what happened was, I guess, where the gun does kick so hard, it just broke, because it sets on a polymer frame, so it's really lightweight. The most weight to it's a cylinder. But I just was like, well, I guess the sight's gone. I'll have to order another one and have it put in. Amazingly, somehow, my husband seen it. And I swear it had to be like finding a needle in a haystack, because it was in a bunch of leaves. And that little fiber optic sight is tiny. And my dad was able to actually put it back in. So, yeah. But, so that's the story of my concealed carry. I love guns. I've grew up around them. You know, hunting is a big thing of mine. My daughter knows how to shoot. She's going to do 3 gun competitions. We're going to go hunting together. I have a 20 gauge Mossberg Bantam, which is just the junior size. And then I've got a 12 gauge Mossberg 500A that I really like. But the Bantam is a good hunting gun for someone my size, or a teenager, because I'm only, I don't know how much you can tell from video, but I'm not very big. I am 5'6" and 115 pounds. So a full-size 12 gauge is almost as tall as I am. I can shoot them, but carrying them through the woods, it gets tiring. So the Bantam size, yes, it holds less shots, but if you know what you're doing, you don't need that many. And then I've got the tactical shotgun. Really like that one. It is so much fun. It's got a fold-out shoulder stock with a pistol grip. I'm gonna put a pressure light on my Bantam shotgun because it seems to be the one I grab most of the time. Behind our house, you can't see anything. And our chicken coop's way down in the hill, so I can't see. And sometimes I'll know something's down there, and I don't want to blindly shoot. So I was going to get that pressure switch light that goes on and hook it up myself because it can blind you. You can set it to like strobe too, so it can really be blinding in case it's somebody, because we have caught somebody down there before. But yeah, that's what sucks about living in the middle of nowhere. Well, I'm at my destination now. I'm going to get off here and pick up my daughter's antibiotic and get back home because I didn't think it was gonna last. Hopefully this summer I can get into some more makeup videos. I'm gonna try to get the Wet n Wild Unicorn Glow Box set with the 3 highlighters and brush and the 2 lipsticks and the 3 eye colors. I seen Jeffree Star's review and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need it. And Wet n Wild has so changed from what it was when I was a kid. Still very cheap drugstore makeup, but their quality has went through the roof and they are cruelty free. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I don't use anything but cruelty free.